Welcome to the F1 2025 Miami Grand Prix predictions. I'm Sahwgunn, joined once again by the amazing Captain Ajax.
Hello.
So much enthusiasm, right? Yeah, this track, not the greatest, but I mean, it's a F1. It's better than a not F1 weekend, I would say.
Yes, that is true. Maybe we'll have one like last year. Last year was exciting-ish.
Yeah, I guess the sprint was fine. Race, I mean, it produced a brand new winner from a one,
Yes.
but that was mostly thanks to K-Mag, but he also saved
Yeah.
the sprint as well. It was more of like without Magnussen, we would have like the most boring weekend ever, maybe. Uh, I
Oh
mean,
no. And you're telling me Magnussen's no longer part of F1? Oh god.
yeah, I'm afraid not, and yeah, I have no expectations of this weekend. If it turns out to be at least decent, then I'm satisfied, honestly. Um,
Hmm.
there's also some weather forecast of like 50% of chance of rain or whatever for the weekend. So technically, we could see some interesting bits, but I'm not that hopeful. There are always the rain threats for Miami, but never seem to actually come true. Anyways, apart from that, we have the oldest. I don't want to call it hype because it's just all marketing at this point. No one's really cares about it that much. But yeah, a lot of teams brought new liveries and some even new race suits for this Grand Prix because it's. I mean, from a marketing point of view, I guess it's good. A lot of celebrities, a lot of money going through this Grand Prix. Just generally not that much racing, unfortunately. Uh,
What I'll say is one livery was absolutely fire. I love the V-Carbs livery. It's incredible. Um, and I've talked about this before in Japan, where I want to see like a team have to do a delivery once per season, or like bring a new livery, one team per race, or something like that,
mhm.
because it would be exciting. But then you'd also have teams like Ferrari who make the god worst awful livery ever.
Yeah, they somehow made the already bad Ferrari or even worse looking. Just
It would have been fine if they'd just gone blue, but
they haven't.
why did they? It actively makes me want to buy less HP products.
Thankfully, I haven't on. Yeah, I really don't not looking forward to seeing a Ferrari at all. The overalls look fine, but they don't look like Ferrari at all as well. When you see them, you don't think of Ferrari. And the livery. I mean, the livery is just these two cars
God
merged together,
damn.
and it looks so awful. Uh,
It does. It does look incredibly awful.
on the other hand, we have, as you mentioned, a pretty good looking V carb livery, or are the Racing Bulls now? Who knows? Yeah, the Toro Rosso livery is looking pretty good, the pink one. But also, I mean, yeah, we have a history of pink cars on the grid. Sometimes special liveries actually bring performance to the cars. Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, we have
I
obviously.
hope the Ferraris bring them negative.
uh, yeah,
I really do.
yeah. When it comes to Racing Bulls, I don't think particularly that they will do well this weekend, but we'll see. Okay, we can move on to the predictions for this Grand Prix. uh, I'm really trying to be excited, but it's like probably the one race in the entire season like I've zero hype whatsoever for. It's just I really don't. I wouldn't care if there was 24 races this year. This just wouldn't happen. Uh, yeah. All right. Biggest surprise. I believe you were starting first last time, right?
Yes, I was. Yes.
So it's my turn. Biggest surprise. I'm going with something that I have already went with. Sub 2 second pit stop. We've come really close now. Ferrari are the supreme leaders of the pit stops this year, and they've come really close. So I really think that it could be broken here. That hopefully it's not a one stop and it's a two stop, so it gives them double the chance to do it. Or any team, honestly, that would give me a point as well. But Ferrari seems like the team that could beat the 2 second mark this season the soonest.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to go for Antonelli beating Russell in the race.
That's interesting.
I don't know why. I just have a lot of belief in Antonelli for some reason.
I'm trying to think
This
of
race.
Yeah, this track doesn't have any junior series, right? So Antonelli has no turn on this track.
No, yeah.
So that would be indeed a big surprise. Trying to think,
very heavy.
Russell has been
Russell's been amazing.
Yeah, Russell has been pretty good at this track historically. So yeah, definitely a good surprise. Or sorry, a big surprise. Overperform. You know what? Based on expectations, we've been having quite a rough time up there. I think Lando bounces back up this weekend and delivers a good weekend after a long time.
Okay, fair enough. Is the tracky first one on? I'm going for Kimi Antonelli. I'm going very Antonelli heavy in this predictions. I don't know why. I'm just feeling him for this race. I think an Italian suits this race. I think he might even sneak a podium.
I see. For his first podium at Miami would actually be
what podium it would be.
Story. Yeah. Oh, underperformer. Was struggling to read that for some reason. I would say this would give given to. I think I would give this to a driver who has never driven on this track before, so one of the rookies. Thinking from the rookies, honestly, most of them don't have any expectations anyway. I've put HR last weekend. He scored points, so it didn't really work out. Or maybe not. I'm going for a different driver. Wait, it's still the wrong color. My bad. Wait.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'm flopping. 1 sec. Never mind. I chose your driver, so so I don't have to see it. Lewis Hamilton. I don't know. Emergency move. Yeah.
It's all right. I was also going to go for Lewis Hamilton, so we're fine. As per my new rule. Well, always go Lewis Hamilton from now on.
Yeah. I guess
until he has a good race.
I guess we can go for the same one. I really feel like it. Yeah,
I mean, otherwise I'd be going for Alonso, and I go for him quite often.
Yeah, I'm trying to reverse jinx it, but also Lewis is a good child for that performer generally because
I was literally I thought it would be him, so I'm not going to change my mind.
All right.
Granted, him underperforming now is 11th.
Yeah.
Getting no points, maybe 10th.
I mean, this track is it doesn't look good for struggling drivers, especially
true that.
Lewis doesn't seem comfortable in a car, and the track is it's tricky, and there could be some rain as well. You never know what happens. Yeah. Perfect
Yeah.
team. Perfect team. I'm going to go with. Alpine. Pure vibes. I feel like Gas is scoring
I think that's
points.
a good one.
Doing potentially scoring points as well. I mean, his first points, right? Because he flopped in Bahrain in the end, so he didn't score points. But I feel like this track is a little similar to Bahrain, like from characteristics point of view. Maybe we could see a similar pecking order as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I am going to go for the Mercedes. I believe they're bringing up updates to this track, so I'm excited to see if they're going to get any quicker. They've already, I think they dropped off a little last race, and George hasn't been getting as many good placements as perhaps he'd want. But as I said, I'm believing in the Mercedes charm this weekend. That's why I went for Antonelli in my other two picks.
Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting. I haven't seen anything about upgrades, so I'm gonna trust you on this one. I feel like
I might be wrong.
the next race should be the upgrade filled one. I don't know. Maybe it's true. I don't know. Tragic team. This one. All right. Purely similar to Bahrain, the same logic with Alpine. I mean, if they struggle like they did in Bahrain, I think it's a pretty safe pick.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I am also going for Red Bull Racing. That was also my one. I need to gain points, but I'm going to have to gain points some ways because these were genuinely the ones I was going into thinking. But yeah, I just think for me it's a case of the fact that I don't know. I don't think it suits them. They come off quite a good weekend in Saudi Arabia, and we've seen when they've come off good weekends in Japan, and then suddenly the next race they're rubbish again. So I feel like this track doesn't suit them or their car setup. So yeah.
Yep. Red Bull Racing for the tragic team. I honestly thought you would go for Ferrari again, just for the strategy, but maybe you have switched it off because of last weekend. Anyways,
It did work last weekend, or not?
Yeah. Sprint pole.
But for Hamilton.
Sprint
pole, yeah.
Sprint qualifying pole position, or however it's called. I don't know. It was like sprint shootout and sprint qualifying. It's just I'll call it sprint pole position here. I'm going to go for Oscar Piastri for sprint pole.
Fair enough. I am going to go for again. Going for a cheeky different one. I'm going to go for George Russell.
Ooh, those upgrades really working, right?
Indeed. I have checked, and I don't believe they're coming until next weekend. But YOLO.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they've been pretty good in Bahrain. Maybe they could. You never know.
I think I was like, at some point I was a lot of points behind, and then suddenly I got a bunch right. So I'm sort of going off that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it for the sprint win. I'm gonna go with Lando for the win for the sprint race.
I was also going to go with Norris for the sprint race.
So many same picks.
We are going very samey, but that's it's the case of Miami. I think.
Yeah.
We are going out there for a few picks. I think. You know, your Norris pick, your Piastri pick. I got Russell and Mercedes doing well, so I do think we're taking some risks at least.
Yep, for sure. All right, qualifying P5. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the order in my head. Max Verstappen P5.
Max Verstappen P5. Okay. I'm going to go for, yet again, like I did last time, Kimi Antonelli P5.
Interesting. P4. I'm gonna go with George Russell.
I'm going for Charles Leclerc.
I'm going for Leclerc for P3.
My P3 will be Russell.
Bit of a Mercedes checkerboard. Maybe I should go P2 Antonelli.
I've got it. Yeah.
I'm not in a mood to lose points.
Verstappen. I'd have to go for Verstappen in P2, wouldn't I?
Yeah. But I guess that's more likely than Antonelli, but
It would be.
Alright, P2, let's go Piastri.
Okay, I'm going to do the opposite of you. I have decided, so I'm going Norris in P2.
And I'm going for Lando for the win.
And I'll go Piastri for the win.
I thought that you were going to go with like Sainz or.
I wish.
I mean, to be fair, he. I mean, last time I was in Saudi Arabia, Sainz didn't drive, and the next weekend he won. Technically,
yes, true.
This is the first weekend since Saudi Arabia. Maybe we could see some Williams magic. I mean, they've been pretty quick on pretty much every single circuit so far.
Yeah, they're doing really well. I'm really excited about them.
Okay.
I think, if they're showing this form and they've said that they're throwing this season, maybe they're just lying and they aren't throwing this season. But if they are throwing this season, we're going to have an exciting one later on in the season.
Yeah, for them it makes sense to they've got a really good driver lineup alongside of a good car. They don't really gain much from doing well this season anyway, because of all the wind tunnel time and so on. So
yeah,
they're we're scoring points right now, so the best option for us right now would be to fully switch on next year. That's exactly what they did. So good for Williams. Their future is looking very good.
Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm living on a prayer.
Right. Race P5. I'm going with George Russell.
Okay. That's a big one. I think I'm going to go for. I'm gonna go Verstappen. Why not?
Okay. P4, Lewis Hamilton.
I'm going for it. Yeah.
That's my P3 as well. We haven't moved him.
My P3 is Russell.
This is looking very samey, but yeah, it's that part of the season. Maybe after Imola upgrades, we're gonna have it more spicy. Like towards the end of the last season, we really didn't know what to predict. So P2. I'm gonna remain with Piastri P2.
I'm also gonna do the same. I hate to say it.
And Norris winning.
Yeah. Second time around this track. Would that make him the most? No, Max has won twice, hasn't he?
Yep. 2022, 23. So twice. 22 was the first race, right? The first ever race at Miami. So that's been 3 races at this track already. We have 2 Max wins and 1 Lando win. So that's what make him the joint most most winner driver on this track. Just an interesting stat. Like you have these new circuits, and whenever driver wins on them, they're already like one of the like statistically they're like very good on that track already, even though it's small sample size, like Vegas and so on. All right, extra ball prediction.
Extra bold prediction. Oh god, I don't think about it.
Extra bold prediction. Okay. Doing P9, exactly P9 in the Grand Prix, in the main race, not the spring one. So, race P9, exactly that position, that driver. I guess that's pretty good, right? Like, bold enough.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that. It's bold enough. I'm going to go for one that, and I think we need to make it clear. You don't want a bold prediction to happen, do you? No one ever wants a bold prediction. Well, you might. You're doing a P9, you probably want that to happen. I don't want my extra bold prediction to happen. I just think it might happen, okay? So, a bodyguard punches Martin Brundle.
I was like wondering what was you right there.
That's my prediction for the race.
Interesting.
I mean, that's extra bold, right? That's extra bold.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to like watch out for that, because I don't have that broadcast available to me. So
I'm pretty sure you'll get the news if it happens. I wouldn't worry.
Sure.
You're on F1 Twitter. I think you'll see.
All right. We'll see.
Even with your lack of going on Twitter, I'm pretty sure you'll see.
I mean, during the weekends, I go on Twitter a lot, just generally because of stats and so on.
Yeah, you'll see it then. Trust me.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that's it for Miami Grand Prix predictions. Already been through a couple of races this season. It's like it's having the vibes of maybe 2022, the same-ish. Like,
I don't know,
but it looks like if it really turns out to be similar, and the Red Bull brings those upgrades and starts winning again, if that doesn't happen, it's more unique kind of way, because we haven't seen McLaren do well in a long time, like this well.
I think as the race, we're very early in the season still. I know we've had 5 races, but we have like 25 this season. I'm pretty sure that's overselling it, but it's a lot. And I just think that perhaps this season might get a bit more tasty as we go along, and people decide whether or not they're going to keep funding this championship or move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I think we could see some interesting times ahead. And the fact that, McLaren haven't actually optimised how many points they should be getting, including Lando Norris, and Piastri, in the first race in Australia, he had that significant point loss. I think that might create some excitement later on in the season.
All right, thinking of a late title fight.
I'm thinking come even Silverstone, things might start hotting up a bit more.
All right.
We saw last year Max won like the first 9 races, and then suddenly everyone was getting wins. So the fact that Red Bull aren't winning the first 9 races, McLaren aren't winning the first 9 races easily, at least excites me a bit.
Yeah. Yes, I'm hoping for as much excitement as we can get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just feel a little weird about the reg change for next year. I mean, we're getting a new team, but I don't feel that like we're having such a close grid this year. Like it's never been closer in Formula One history, probably. And we're getting new regs with a seemingly Mercedes with an engine advantage already. I feel like we're like in the phase that was before 2014, where there were a lot of teams fighting for even the first championship in the Vettel era. I mean, obviously 2013 happened, but that was a big Red Bull upgrade that brought them the 9 wins in a row. But after that, 2014 to, well, basically 21, Mercedes was the car to beat. And if that the same thing happens, I'm gonna kind of feel bad about these regulations, because we've never had this much of a competition, despite we're having a lack of racing in general because of dirty air, but still the cars are very close in terms of pace, and qualifying especially is very exciting. So
yes, indeed, and hopefully, I don't know, something changes with the racing. It is very dirty hair affected. You know, I think all the way back to China and the Hamilton win, and how much of an advantage he got in the last few laps because, you know, he didn't have dirty air. So yeah, we have been affected a little bit, but hopefully that'll change later in the season. I'm looking for a bit of change, but honestly, we should be happy anyway. We've got 4 competitive teams. Granted, one looks a bit more competitive than the other, but at least it's not Red Bull this time, which it has been for a long ass time.
Indeed. Yeah. It's, I mean, yeah, McLaren winning is a new thing, but if it is the thing for the entire season, I would much prefer a close fight rather than a one team domination. Even if it was a Ferrari or any other team I'm rooting for. Yeah. All right. Struggling to get my thoughts out. I think we should wrap it up, right? Yeah, 40 minutes for. Sorry, actually 30 minutes for predictions video for this kind of track. Pretty solid.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, those were my final thoughts.
Fair enough. Thank you guys very much for watching. I forgot I'm the one doing the outro this time. Please like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Every comment is wonderful. We've been getting a lot more comments recently, which I've been happy to see. Thank you for all the birthday things. I forgot to say that on the last one. Thank you for all the happy birthdays to me, even though I'm old. And yeah, as always, peace.